Hey everyone, this amazing ESO Network show is brought to you by our fine sponsor, Amazon.com. Please remember to shop Amazon for all your geeky needs, no matter what time of the year it is. All you need to do is go to esopodcast.com/ESO Amazon, or click on the Amazon banner on the ESO Network webpage to go to our e-store. It's the best way to shop and the best way to support this program, and it doesn't cost you anything extra. Okay, that's enough of me babbling for now. Now on with your regular scheduled show.
Hey guys, are you looking for a new podcast to listen to? Something a little on the geeky side, but lots and lots of fun with some crazy dudes? Well, if I got something for you, it's called the Vitamin Geek Podcast. I'm the host, Corey Keelan, and I'm here with my friends Eric Williams.
What's up?
Patrick Sykes.
Greetings, everyone.
And Michael Zippy Miller.
Hey there.
We're going to talk about all kinds of stuff. Horror movies, science fiction. We love Star Wars. Who doesn't love Star Wars? If you don't like Star Wars, get the hell off of here. Check us out, man. Vitamin Geek Podcast right here on the ESO Network.
It's all part of the plan.
Hello and welcome again to the Monster Sci-Fi Show Podcast. I am the host, the Monster, back finally to give you a year in review for 2016. And joining me...
Hey, how you doing?
Oh, that's my cue?
Oh, cue. I have to get a new cue. God damn it. These lines, everything.
Lines! Wipers! So, as I mentioned, this is our year in review, 2016. What a crappy year it was.
Oh, God. Not just politically, but...
It's pop culture-wise, I think.
Yeah, this was a low point.
Yeah. Even though we got, still a decent president with low unemployment and decent enough, gas...
Wasn't enough for
That's
you.
not enough. It's enough for us to move on. But before we can move on, because this is our 99th episode...
How many bottles of beer are there on the wall?
Well, I'm not going to drink, so that's all on you.
How many bottles of root beer are there on the wall?
Root beer is what the Earthlings like.
Happy New Beer.
Happy
I don't drink. Happy new root beer.
Really?
That's what I say to people.
All right there, Nog.
No, wow.
He's the only one on DS9 that likes to drink the root beer.
I prefer Canard.
Canar.
Canar. Keep going.
All right, so we're going to do a couple of things. We're going to talk about new movies that I think we should talk about in the coming year, and talk about also new series that are also coming up on television, which, again, I've done a lot of reviews for television lately, so I'm kind of eager to even fill that plate even bigger with more stuff. And then towards the last half, we're going to be talking about what we saw, what we liked, our best and favorite movies. And like always, it'll be kind of a heated exchange, perhaps, so who knows how this will turn out. For you. All right, so let's start off with this. January, which we are in, is
Day 2.
Day 2.
2017.
No one has died yet that we know of.
Oh, Father Mulcahy died. William
But that was
Christopher.
last year.
True.
Yeah,
I think on Saturday, on the
New Year's Eve. So that's when he realized, I gotta go. I'm hitching the stars, whatever. And
Louis. Yeah.
anyway, so there's two things. When we kind of saw Rogue One just a couple hours ago.
Well, I got to see it together.
Yeah, which is after the fact, but still, nonetheless, we liked it a lot.
We're dorks. We can
Yeah.
see it as many times as we want. That's our right and our privilege.
Right. But in the trailers, there was a couple of things that we talked about, and one of them was that Sherlock. I was like, oh, Sherlock's going to be on television. I mean, on the big screen. And then you mentioned it's the last episode. The last episode, which I am still stuck on the Abominable Bride. I would shut up. It's been 2 years for them to catch up to me, so they have to now wait for me, not the other way around. So that might be something if it's worth the time to go see in the theaters. I don't know. I don't have a preference to see those one-time only shows.
I mean, the Return of Dr. Mysterio, the Doctor Who thing was in theaters. It's all about what you have time for. You know, it is about creating special moments and getting friends and family together if you can, but life has been difficult lately. So.
No, I know. And then it always shows like on a Thursday, like 8 o'clock when I'm still at work on a Thursday, you know, that kind of crap.
Wait, when did Sue have time to have a daughter? When did Sue have time to have kids? Well, you make time for things that are important to you, Captain. Ah, crap, I wasted my life.
Ooh, I've wasted my life. So, moving along, because I haven't seen it, but you haven't seen it
Seen it either.
either. So, we have, 3 weeks? No, 2 weeks.
3 weeks in a row.
2 weeks to watch all the episodes and then that last episode. So, we'll see what happens.
Sunday at 9 p.m. PBS. Masterpiece Theater.
And moving on in January, the only other thing that I thought maybe is Resident Evil.
Sure, why not?
I've never seen them. I love Mila Jovovich. Her.
You like the multipass girl. That's all
Multipass.
it is.
So, but I don't know. I would
You
like
can.
to get into the series, and I know that's not your thing.
You don't drink. There's no reason for you to do this.
What reason would I need to drink to see her?
Watch the movies.
You seen them?
I've seen the first 2 or 3. They're
Abysmal.
oh,
Abysmal in the sense they're unwatchable, or because of the game, they're like, no, this is
no,
crap.
it's not even connected to the game anymore, Monty. It's just,
Okay. It's a product.
yeah, the directing, such low budget things. You're like,
Moving on up to the east side.
moving on down.
All right.
All right.
All right. Well, we'll see what happens.
So then February.
February, we have The Space Between Us. That's a Ryan Reynolds movie with Ryan Gosling. Might be interesting, if I remember correctly. Looking this up, who knows? But the more important one is going to be the Lego Batman movie. That's the more important one. That's the one we want to see. And that's Will Arnett. And I think Rosario Dawson is in it.
And who's Scott Pilgrim again?
Michael Cena.
Yeah, as Robin.
So that definitely looks a lot more appealing. But
We'll pull us all together during the difficult time of the transition of the government. We'll all laugh together. Hopefully.
no, we won't laugh. We'll be throwing Molotov cocktails. So, moving on to March. And we march. We have Logan as our first movie. We definitely have to do Logan. That's because we already... Yes, we do. Because
Movie one, shame on me. Movie twice, shame on you.
Look, we started this with the Wolverine.
One,
That's
and
how
then
it's...
the Wolverine. And, you want to do this again?
We're not doing Wolverine's origins, okay? I don't think it's going to be that bad. It can't be that bad.
I'll bring a flask.
Well, we'll see.
We'll see.
We'll
see. What command? We'll see.
Oh, shut up. Don't do that stupid episode of Star Trek that no one gets. Tapestry. I know. Cute. All right. But supposedly, Ryan Reynolds will be in there as a cameo.
As the best part of the movie. As
Demo.
Hugh Jackman was the best part
Cameo.
of X-Men First Class. Go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
Hey, thank you. All right, we're leaving now. Thank you. Yay. And you misquoted later on in the
I know.
Days of Future Past.
It's all right. It's just people's. The other one is now Kong Skull Island. Now, this taking place in the 70s still does not make sense to me as to why there's another Kong movie, other than they're setting this up to be the King Kong versus Godzilla movie down the road.
Which, if they could do that, that'd be great. But I'm not sure. I mean, the whole Dino De Laurentiis stuff. So the idea with Kong lives is Kong falls from the skyscraper, and then he gets a heart transplant, and then
We get the female King Kong who goes off with the guy.
What are you doing?
But then we get to see a flash of Linda Hamilton's bare breastises for just a split second.
Yay!
That's it. I own it for that reason.
I own the Crocodile DVD. I own that DVD for similar reason.
No, you just watch it. Because it's so small.
Please, friend.
That's small. This one, is all on you. The Beauty and the Beast live action.
Yeah, they're live action everything. The Jungle Book.
I'm like, come on, we already did this too many times.
You can reinvigorate a franchise.
Right, and then after this, a couple of years later, guess what? We're going to do a reanimated version of Beauty and the Beast of what you already did.
I don't think they can do it that way, but it'll be fine. Come on, you Ian McGregor.
Look,
Emma Watson.
I can go.
Yeah.
Olaf. Okay.
I'm looking forward to it. I just, it's Disney.
I know it's Disney.
Disney's our only hope now. They have Marvel, they have Star Wars, they have Muppets.
Yeah, but you haven't seen Moana like me.
I know, I'm sorry, Disney, I'm sorry.
But no interest, or just...
I don't know why I haven't seen it. I've heard it's really great. I just haven't had the time. I feel guilty that in 2016 I did not see Moana and I didn't see Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. Those movies are supposed to be really good. I just haven't had the time.
Again, 2016 sucks.
Diabetes. No one has time for that.
Diabetes.
Time for that. Diabetes.
Yeah. I think I screwed up. The Life movie, that's the one with Ryan Reynolds.
Not The Space Between Us?
Not The Space Between Us.
Good job, Marty.
Shut the fuck up. All right. But the big thing is Ghost in the Shell with Scarlett Johansson.
We've already seen her naked, if you've watched that
movie. But this one is unnaked.
In a skin suit.
Like,
and more mainstream.
I can't see that. And I'm trying really hard to look at... No, there's nothing like...
Let's see it.
Yeah, everywhere. I mean, she's as smooth as a Barbie doll. But it's not that kind of sexy thing. Not that I'm talking about Barbie dolls in the exact same mention. But it's just weird seeing her. Whatever.
You just did it in the same sentence.
I know, but still.
I'm looking forward to it. I don't, you don't give me my Black Widow movie. I'm going to do this. And
I'll do everything else, but because she's like one of the highest actresses with over $1 billion in grossing films that she is either voiced or starred in. So what's not like to have her in a movie that you want to produce anyway? She's a hot commodity.
But it's important that this succeeds because you want to make sure that Lucy wasn't
a fluke.
Luc Besson wasn't a fluke, right? So she's got to succeed on this. It is a foreign film. It's based on anime.
Right.
It should hit the ground running, but we'll see because it's a very niche market. Anime is very strange.
Right.
Because it's.
Well, the other problem going into it is the fact that this is an Asian character who is now played by an American who kind of has the hair but not the features, and like
it's Scarlett Johansson.
I know, but it's the whitewashing effect of it's the white man and the white character against a cast of all.
But if you cast an Asian person that no one knows, it's not going to get nearly as much.
I know, that's the other side too, is that you need to have a name.
You want this to be exposed to a lot of people. I'm sure the foreign market's going to be important, but you're familiar with this already. But it's Scarlett Johansson.
I know, but
it's not like.
But that should be the more reason why you should have someone who is part of the foreign market that's more notarized than someone like Scarlett Johansson.
Like the appeal of Rogue One, which was great because international cast.
Right.
Stars from all over the world.
From here, and here.
You know exactly what it is.
But that's the thing. Again, it's a double-edged sword. You know what you want. You need the right actors for it. But unlike Cloud Atlas, in which there were some Americanized actors having Asian features with their eyes.
So painful.
But right, but is that the wrong approach, or you need to have Asian characters? But then again, in the context of the story, it made sense because it's the same people over and over again over time.
Which is the whole movie is about reincarnation and about that link.
Right. So that I get, and I'm not that offended. But then again, this was an original production that had an Asian character, but it's not an Asian actress. And there are plenty of Asian actresses that are out there that can do this. So I don't know.
But no one that transcends the U.S. market, though.
Well, one is, and I was going to say Michelle Yeoh, who was going to be in Star Trek Discovery, but she's going to be kind of busy. And she was doing the Netflix sequel to Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, which I haven't seen either. But again, she's well known, and I think because she was also a blonde girl a couple of years ago,
which was great. I love that. James Bond is dead. I've got a monologue to someone. You, Michelle Yeoh. I'm going to explain the plot to you. Okay.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Yeah. The other one come now onto April. Moving on up, we have the Lost City of Z. Not necessarily our genre, but because of the people that are in it, which is Benedict Cumberbatch, Tom Holland, who is the new Spider-Man, Charlie Hunnam, who is from Pacific Rim. This looks to be kind of an interesting story to look at, and basically it's someone looking for someone in a lost tribe down in the Amazons, I think, if I remember correctly.
I presume.
Something like that. So again, the reason why I talk about this is because my podcast is going to have a lot more different topics than normal podcasts. Some people just focus on just the sci-fi aspect, and that's about it. Well, I like to look at the actors that portray stuff in sci-fi and look at other stuff that they
As
do.
you should, and the directors.
Right, and which is many times in which we find out, like when Justin Lin, who directed Star Trek Beyond, I looked at that Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift just so I can feel okay. I hated the movie, but the action sequences were decent enough. I'm like, okay, I get what they're trying to do. And he does have a certain flair with things moving, so to speak.
I did like the fact that in Star Trek Beyond, that, look, that's my son, and that the writer's the gay guy, that's Sulu's husband. That's
Right.
fine. That works fine.
Mm-hmm.
Get those cameos in, like
Yeah.
George Lucas and
And his daughters and himself.
yeah, in Revenge of the Sith, I think.
Something like that.
It's the
Yeah,
background.
yeah.
Like, oh, look here.
Yeah. I'm George.
Get the action figures. No, don't.
Don't. Although they're on sale now.
Yeah.
All right, so now we're coming into the good months, like any good summer movie.
And the summer opens with what movie?
Guardians of the Galaxy, Volume 2. Not number 2, Volume 2. Although,
You must be so embarrassed. Do me. Oh, do me.
again, context. I'm not doing...
No.
But we saw the trailer again, and I still laughed out loud at many of the scenes, especially with Drax and Baby Groot. And just for that one trailer, I cannot wait to see this damn movie come May.
I don't know what Kurt Russell's doing in this movie. Is he?
Well, don't you know?
I know he's the father. But
Right.
The father, I understand he's also a planet.
Something like that.
I
And
don't
I
know.
know that.
I'm reading the comic. I'm like, he's not a planet. He's a person. How's this going to happen? I'm missing some pages here. I don't know what's going to happen. I'm happy to be surprised.
You know, just like the song goes, I'm every woman inside of me, that kind of thing. I'm every planet. I don't know. I don't know.
When jokes don't hit. That's just great. Okay.
Shut your face. All right, so Alien Convent. Or
Covenant.
Covenant, Convent. I don't know. I wasn't
I'm
impressed.
going to get you a thesaurus soon, all right?
A thesaurus.
And Happy Chinooka. If you want to do this. No.
It already passed.
I know.
Why I wanna. So the trailer for this was not very impressive, at least by my standards. I have to
You'll get
watch
your
it.
money once.
I have to watch it. Though I'm not sure if I'll be able to see it in the theaters. If it's going to be a choice between Guardians of the Galaxy or Alien, it's Guardians. Hands down, that'll be like the must-see movie for the month.
It's going to be out for 8 weeks plus.
I know, but the problem lies is that Guardians is going to dominate that weekend. And that's within a week.
Yeah, until Wonder Woman comes out, I think.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. But still, Guardians hopefully will be a big hit.
But you and I now, we view movies differently now. I think it's interesting that this past year, the way that Rotten Tomatoes affected so many things,
Mm-hmm.
and the way that Disney went, oh, but that's how you're going to do it? Okay, we'll just circumvent it this way.
Right.
You know, because, Batman vs. Superman Dawn of Justice came out and they got terrible reviews. And then, Disney was like, oh, shit, how are we going to do this? All right, so Doctor Strange, let's do it limited release and then give out a press release. We cannot release words about it except, in certain markets so that they
Right.
Brilliant. But,
Which, I don't think it was that worrisome of a project. I mean, you had the hottest actor going into this, and you had a stellar cast, so it was not an issue. But again, like everything we worried about Ant-Man not working. It worked. Guardians of the Galaxy not working. It worked.
yes, Marvel can do no wrong.
So
Eat
far.
those words next year. I know.
Right. So
Oh,
far.
shit. Yeah. What were they thinking?
Oh, but we'll get into that this bit. All right, so come June, now in the heart of the summer month, we have finally,
Wonder Woman is coming.
which is something that is going to be a better fucking hit. That will give a leg up. Say the prayers for the morning after.
Nice.
There you go, Duran Duran. TM. So Wonder Woman, this definitely is going to give DC a much needed boost, hopefully. And
Make more money than Dawn of Justice. Oh, that'd be fun. Wouldn't that be fun?
it will be close. But the thing is, it's going to be finally a female lead.
They beat Marvels at the punch.
Right.
Scarlett Johansson's like, see, I could have done it. Just doing Ghost was in the shell. You know, you guys, okay, fine. Whatever you want.
So, but from the trailers, what we saw, looks fantastic.
Looks kick-ass.
And
But mostly because that song, the theme of the Batman vs. Superman. Yeah, this is my theme song.
Dun, 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 dun. You still get excited.
Yeah, it's great.
I mean, it's really out there, but that's Hans Zimmer's stuff, you know. So again, I cannot wait to see this happen because it's not fair that we have Superman, Batman, and yet no Wonder Woman property that's out there, whether it's television or in the movies. Once, a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. That's my jam. So, moving from there, we have The Mummy, which is by Tom Cruise.
And it's got Jada in it from your
I know.
Kingsman.
Right, the Gazelle character, who is really doing well. I had it here and I blanked out. Well, anyway, she was Jalen in Star Trek Beyond. So she's definitely an up-and-coming actress who's now in another blockbuster, hopefully. I don't know if she's going to be saying anything other than...
You hit your mark, and you're a great acrobat.
You're going to stretch out your arms like this, and stuff is going to happen behind
James
you.
D. Kirk, you were destroying my house! That's fine. Okay, that's great. Okay.
So we'll see what happens. But the weird part about this is this whole Universal Studios...
Bringing back the old...
Right.
Yeah, the
And
old
just,
monsters.
right, doing kind of like the Avengers type, setting up that universe.
So they've got left.
Well, that's the thing. Everyone has to jump in with setting up this universe in which they can do a franchise and have characters tie into each other, which is the Van Helsing character.
But that's because the sequels are already made. Once you have the franchise set...
No, I know. But like I said, I maybe got to be like a Monster Squad, and it's like, no, it's not. No one gets punched in the nards. So... moving on up from there, Cars 3.
I haven't seen the trailer for that. I've seen the poster.
Mm-hmm.
The poster's going a completely different direction.
Yeah.
Disaster.
And
Steve McQueen, Lady McQueen is on fire.
And here's the thing. We saw the trailer at Rogue One, and my son says, oh, I hope he dies.
No, that's Mater. You hope Mater dies.
Because he's rolling like out of control. It's like, thank God he's gonna die. And I'm like, that's dark for a 10-year-old. But you know, we had a how long ago? 6th or 8th or whatever. His Cars 2 came out. We had his birthday around that, and then we saw it, and I'm like, I hated Cars 2 because it sucked. But it's like all about Mater, which is not a bad thing. But I'm like,
Slight miscalculation.
right, exactly. Don't call it Cars 2. Just call it Mater's Tall Tales thing.
Mater's Great Adventure.
Yeah, the Tall
Big
Tales.
Adventure.
Right.
Just do that.
And just do that, and that was been fine with that. But now we'll see what happens with this. And
I don't know, Pixar. Why do you keep doing sequels? I mean, I want The Incredibles 2. Don't get me wrong.
right, of all
But I want
things,
The Incredibles 2.
of all things, that's what
I
we
do
want.
not want Cars 3.
Yeah, or The Good Dinosaur 2.
Oh, God. Oh, please. I'm watching that. Like, what happened to you?
Or Brave, now called Braver. No.
The bravest one of all.
Jesus, I hate what they have been doing. Although the last Inside Out...
So that was great.
Right, and now it's finally back on their mark. We'll see what happens from this point on. But it's now that... The thing like with Marvel, You're going to have that bomb and a series of bombs to really question about the quality of the movies. Pixar is still good. It's not the blockbuster like a guaranteed hit.
Right. It's like there are no major airlines now that haven't had a major accident.
Mm-hmm.
Qantas back in 1988. No, you've had problems now.
Right.
No one is perfect.
Exactly.
So the playing field is level. It's okay. It's just like, just don't make any more mistakes.
Right. Or the same mistakes you've been doing before, in which you fight a director halfway through the movie. It's like, get someone else. Oh, I'll continue. I'll make a different movie from this point on. And that's why I hate about Brave. It feels like two different movies.
It worked with Ant-Man.
To a degree, but they didn't go into production, did they? Eckert left. Yeah, he left all before. So.
But still, we always wonder what would have been Edgar Wright's Ant-Man.
I know. All we have is just like that sketch.
Yeah, for the Comic-Con.
For the Comic-Con.
Look what I'm doing. Okay, that was supposed to be like last year. What are you doing?
Exactly. So.
Joss Whedon's Wonder Woman. What would have that been like?
What would happen if Joss had stayed with the property of DC?
Would Marvel still be on?
No.
Many differences, really? All right.
But who knows?
I know.
We can always
alternate universe. Trump's not president. Here he is. It's fine. We're not living in that universe.
Marty, alternate 1985.
We can't go back to the time. We have to go back to this.
All right. So moving on there, we have Transformers: The Last Night.
Not interested. Don't care. We talk about this.
Yeah,
it's too over the top. I saw the trailer. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah. So Marky Mark is back for his Funky Bunch 2.
Marky Mark did everything.
I know, but he did a decent enough job in the last one. I gave it a pass. And I'm like, but we still got another one, and this is the last Michael Bay directed version of Transformers.
Anthony Hopkins in it.
I know, but then again, he was in Thor 2. And I hated Thor 2. No, that was the first one.
You're right, sir.
So it kind of has an evil Optimus Prime.
Why? You're running out of ideas. This is what you got. Hey, are we doing this Fast and Furious 8? Yeah.
So in this version, he's got the evil eyeliner like Evil Kirk.
The goatee.
The goatee of Spock. So know he's evil.
I can't remember it. Just hold this goat then. You'll be fine.
So that's what that looks like, and that's
a wet hot mess that made millions of dollars for reasons.
Still, because of the international market. That's the reason. That's the only freaking reason why this will work. There are dumb people everywhere.
Not in my county.
That's right. We're Dade, Broward, and even Palm Beach. Yeah, we voted for Hillary, but the rest of the state went red practically. So
don't hold it against people. We're just people.
It's peoples. All right. So last part is Despicable 3. I really had trouble going through the second one. I had
problems with the Minion movie. I'll say that the second was okay.
I couldn't finish the Minions.
It's painful.
It is.
It's so cutesy. It's like brain rotting stuff.
Yeah, but even then, it was just like, I love Steve Carell. I love what he can do, but sometimes it's just enough. This is not fun anymore.
You made it through 4 Shrek movies, you realize, and 3 Kung Fu Panda movies.
Yeah, and I realized I only like half of the movies. Because we were watching Shrek the other day, and I'm like, first one's great. Second one, not bad. Third, fourth, no.
It's not for your demographic. It's for the 5-year-old. It's the babysitter for the 5-year-old.
I know, but even then, like I said, if the movie can make me happy while I'm with the 5-year-old, you got to win on my hand.
Jokes for you and them. Come on, there was a scene in Minions where the Minions in the jacuzzi with the fire hydrants, with the breast jokes. No, you didn't. No. Okay, never mind.
Sorry.
Fire hydrants.
Moving on up.
Keep going.
So we got July finally. We
have
yes. Spider-Man: Homecoming, which we saw the trailer again today. So can't complain what's going to happen. And
I'm complaining about all right, so I get that you've done this franchise over and over. You did it with Tobey Maguire. You did it with Andrew Garfield.
Right.
And I think, all right, we do it again. Let's use the Ultimate Universe people. Completely change it into the MCU. I'm like, all right, fuck it. Just do it.
They're just short of saying what it is. There's no Miles Morales. That's all.
No one knows the. I mean,
I know.
Don't get me wrong. It was a great read and all that, but it's like, I mean, even the Avengers and the Triskelion and that whole thing. It's the Ultimate Universe. Nick Fury is not Nick Fury. It's not the proper one, but it's fun because we wrote this and I had Samuel Jackson in mind. Okay, Samuel Jackson's in the movie. Just like great. I don't know. Just please acknowledge the source material, even though people don't know.
Well, again, my issue is going to be the Vulture. Of all the characters, that's
the one we got left. That and Craven.
Yeah, that's really scraping the bottom of the barrel.
Oh, you got Spot. You want to do Spot? The Spot?
What Spot?
Never mind. It's really bad. Spider-Man villain. Oh, the Puma. We got the Puma. You got the Hobgoblin. You can do him.
Yeah, and then the Demon Goblin.
The Ox and the...
No. Yeah, I think we're run to the bottom. And it wasn't that much. It wasn't as if, we had a line of all these great villains and now we're down to these guys. It kind of went through with the Goblin and Dr. Octopus. And those are the two best characters for villains. And that's it. So I'm like, what the hell?
They're the most iconic, the most memorable. And the Rhino, but we're not talking about that.
Yeah. So, but again...
Paul Giamatti, what a great... No, you didn't do a good job. Jesus.
But still, I definitely... I'm giving Tom a good pass on this because that's nice. We're outside and cats are trying to pound each other in the sense of fighting.
Their penises are...
They're quite spiky out here. So, moving on to War of the Planet of the Apes, which I think I'm really happy now that I've seen the dawn of the Rise of the Planet of the Apes. This is going to be... what? No, they can't really hear. They'll hear in the background because these are better microphones. So that's the other thing too. If you notice the quality, hopefully, that's better.
Nice.
I have to edit that out.
Nice.
I have to edit that out. But we got new equipment. You got
new equipment.
You're talking about my new equipment with your same old voice, but it should sound much, much better. So we have a mixing board, we have new mics, and we have stands, so we're not like huddling over one microphone and talking into it. So, moving on to the war, we have Woody Harrelson who's going to be in the lead. So basically, if you have not seen The Dawn, basically the movie ends with the town of whoever's in San Francisco contacted someone saying they need help, and basically the army is coming now to attack the apes, the damn dirty apes. So even though it's very CG heavy, I think what's sold and still sells me is a performance by Andy Serkis. He is the reason why you should watch this movie. So if you have not seen it, do your favor, watch the first one.
Watch the first one, but I'm scared of apes.
Yeah, which I get.
There's a like, are you afraid of clowns? You like clowns?
I don't fuck clowns.
Neither do I. I sometimes clown around, but I don't know.
Boom.
Yeah, monkeys. You eat calamari. You don't eat calamari.
Yeah, well, fried or otherwise. So it definitely looks like a good summer movie for that. Next we have Valerian in the City of 1,000 Planets.
For a comic book.
Right, exactly. Which I did request it, and my wife's branch is like one of only 2 branches that has the actual graphic novel. So,
enjoy your nap.
So, but nonetheless, Lukas Besson always does interesting movies. It's very visually stunning. Lucy, to some degree, even though it's like a little disappointing, it's still entertaining nonetheless. So I have yet to see a bad movie that he's done since The Fifth Element.
He did A Professional. He did this. She's fine.
Yeah.
He did La Femme Nikita, which was later done again as No Point Return with exact shot for shot with
right.
Bridget Fonda. You're like, what the? All right. I guess I didn't need subtitles. That's fine.
Right, exactly. Just wait for the remake. And then we have Stephen King, The Dark Tower. I have not read this. I know of the series because working in a bookstore. That was always in high demand. But we'll see how that turns out for non-King fans to read this.
He's a little passé. I don't know. He's no longer on the scene.
Not
anymore.
really, because they did Under the Dome series for a couple of years, and that was his property. And they did 11/22/63, the one that was on Hulu just recently, the assassination of Kennedy with James Franco. So he's still out there.
It's every day.
I wouldn't know. Not
You
me.
know,
I
you-
know. I know. On writing CD, I know. And then moving on to August.
Nothing happens in August.
Nothing. On my birthday, like always, nothing happens. Which is a good thing, because every time we have a movie that comes out in August, it sucks. The exception,
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Guardians of the Galaxy. So that was the exception. September, It is being remade.
Tag.
You're It. Which has fucking clowns. Not clowns fucking, just clowns. That's a whole other movie.
Ah,
But I like the movie that came out with John Ritter back.
why are we doing it again?
I don't know. I love Tim Curry's performance, but I'm like, but he had the stroke, so you can't do him again. But the clown is back again, and it's freaky because the whole clown thing happened over the holidays for the Halloween thing, so people were just freaked out about clowns. So I'm like, okay, we're gonna do a thing on clowns again. So the timing is kind of weird.
Space? No.
No, it was Killer Clowns, right? Killer Clowns from Outer Space. All right, so moving on finally to October. Now we're getting into the good stuff. We have Blade Runner 2049, which we're definitely going to have to do a podcast before about Blade Runner, because there's 4 freaking versions of that. Plus, you and I did the book, The Android Stream of Electric Sheep. I did the audio, and you also did the audio.
Listen to all the freaking commentary about that movie. Oh my God knows how many hours.
So I think it'll be good to kind of boil all that down.
Like cabbage.
And make a stew out of it. And it aids digestion.
And gas.
And yes. What is it, cabbage? All right. But nonetheless, it's the trailer that came out, not very long, but it still had the essence, it had the flavor of what Blade Runner felt, the original movie. Different director, Denny Villeneuve, whatever, who did The Arrival, which I have not seen. And
The Arrival is supposed to be really good, I've heard.
And he is interested in doing the Dune property. As a movie, as a miniseries, I don't know, but you, sir, need to get on the bandwagon about Dune. I know it's not an easy thing to get into, but again, I'm hoping to do an actual book club on that.
All right, so here, let's see what I can do.
All right. So aside from that, I put down Geostorm. Oh, sorry. I put down Geostorm, which I forgot why I even put that there. But Cloverfield 2017, and I hope that's not the damn name. Cloverfield 2017.
Cloverfield movies just come out. Like, no one knows who's working on them. And
Right.
Here we are.
But the other one was, it was quiet and on the down low, and we didn't know that was an actual movie called 10 Cloverfield Lane. Now is actually, we changed the name to Cloverfield 2017. So it is part of the franchise. What's the storyline? I have no idea.
It is actually doing the right thing for me. You're not supposed to know this stuff.
Right.
Trailers give everything away. It's kind of refreshing to have this. You have no idea what this is.
Right. Or
Just
how
come sit down.
Or how is it connected? And if you watch 10 Cloverfield Lane and you watch this movie, it's like, how the hell this movie is connected? The last couple of minutes makes sense. And it's one of my favorites from 2016, which, again, we'll talk shortly about that. And, my screen just went dark. Okay, so the other one, this is a TBA. This was supposed to happen already, but it hasn't. And what is that movie? Won't you? Gambit! That stupid movie, that favorite X-Men character, not mine, that was supposed to have happened already.
They worked on that?
I don't know. I don't know what the hell.
Rumors, hearsay.
Magic Mike was supposed to be, our guy to do this. And it's been pushed back, and it's been pushed back, it's been delayed. He's in, he's out. I don't know what the hell's happening with that. And, do we want an X-Men's one-off episode I mean,
it works so well with Wolverine.
No, the Wolverine. So, all right. So, aside from that, we get into November finally. We got Thor Ragnarok, which we just got word that Doctor Strange is going to be part of the cast.
Featured more in it, at least.
Right, not just the thing that we saw at the end of Doctor Strange.
Which is cool, sexy
Gloves.
cheetah gloves.
I can take stuff out of the oven now.
I can wash dishes, no problem. My fingers don't get all pruny and wrinkly. Awesome.
But then your hand's going to smell weird.
Yeah, like latex. But I'm allergic to latex. Oh no.
What are you going to do?
Use sheepskin.
Sheepskin? Wow.
Sorry.
Balls deep.
Plastic bags.
Plastic bags. In a pinch, they'll do. So, my thing is that with Thor Ragnarok is that you like Thor 2.
I enjoyed Thor 2.
Right. I hated it.
And
Despised
you watched it more than I have.
And I've rewatched it more. Because, again, there are times in which I'm like, was I harsh on this movie? Every single time I come to the conclusion, this sucked. And I'll put it away. And then I'll look at it again in my branch. Let me watch it again. And I watch it again and rewatch it. And I'm like, this sucked. And put it back. When will I learn? Because I'm trying to be not so biased, but there.
Watch Scott Pilgrim. It's a good movie.
Look, the only thing I told you that I liked about Scott Pilgrim are the battles that he does.
That's cool.
That was the best times that I've had. The rest of the movie, oh my God, it's such a pain to go through. I love the actor. I love Lynn Winston. Everyone is freaking great, but Michael Cera is just annoying as fuck, and I hate that. I really hate that. But we'll see what happens with Lego Batman. You better not.
I'm not sure it's going to help your appreciation of that character. That's okay. He's just a voice.
I know. All right. So now, is there hope for me? Yes. As a DC fan.
He's still directing it, you know.
I know he's still directing it.
But people are watching him now with sniper rifles.
I know.
No, make it more funny.
No, they're called Snyder rifles. Because they got a bullet with his name on it. Hopefully, Justice League will not suck.
Trailer looks really promising.
It has humor.
It's got 30% more humor.
It looks light. Because it's a lot more light shot, not all dark and dreary.
He said no, didn't he?
We'll see. We have an Aquaman. He talks to fish. We have the Flash, who's very nerdy, and I like that right off the bat. Didn't have to be long for him to do his little bit about I have no friends and like I'm in. I'm in.
Right. Can I keep this?
So it's fun. I like that.
Hopefully those weren't the only jokes in the movie.
Yeah, like everything else. That was the best part. Really? Shit. All right, so aside from that, Creed 2 is supposed to be TBA around that same time frame, but who knows what that happens. But I like Creed. Again, if you have Hulu, you can watch Creed. Michael B. Brown, great performance. Sylvester Stallone.
Like a Fan Four Stick?
And I watched that recently. And I watched the other Fan Four Stick movie.
That's Fantastic
Four. With Tim Story.
And Rise of the Silver Surfer, you watch all that?
No, they have to get the second one. But there's a reason why I'm kind of...
You're Marvel's first fan.
No, I know that. But there's a reason why I'm doing this. And I'll talk about that towards the very end. What I'm going to do for this year, in addition to all the stuff that I do. Secret plans. Plans within plans. And you get that.
Well, that's the exact word.
That's a Dune reference, which you're not going to get.
Big Lebowski?
No, Dune.
Oh, Dune. Sorry.
Plans within plans. All right, so December 2017. There is really only one movie that we all want to see and have to see. And that's going to be Star Wars Episode 8.
Performance of
Carrie Fisher. Which, thank you again for the Carrie Fisher Princess Leia action figure.
Series Black, no problem.
I know. So it's been heartbreaking to see someone who you grew up with. And again, I talked about this in the last podcast. I'm not going to go into details. But, after we watched Rogue One, the first time when I saw it, and I'm pretty sure you felt the same way, we saw, the CGI Princess Leia, fine, but we were happy to see her.
Yeah.
But
It's
now,
perfect way to close it.
right? But now seeing it again and just seeing her now, it's just like it really hurt
I
to
was
see
in
her.
tears. I was in tears. I will admit it.
Yeah,
Building up to that, I was just like,
yeah. So we'll see what happens, and I'm sure it's going to be fantastic. But again, this is the last, or at least we have other things that she's done. She's, I think, Family Guy, a couple of the properties also that she has already done. So it's not the last that we'll either hear or see from her. But still, that's a big loss. Jumanji is another movie that it's a reboot with Dwayne Johnson. I don't know why you needed to do this. Robin Williams was great. Again, another loss to the industry. But I really can't see how you can do it better than what you already had.
I agree. I don't think we could do it again, but okay, do it. The original ideas in Hollywood. We'll just keep remaking stuff.
Yeah. And then the other one, this was, it's kind of got pumped, well, not pumped, but pushed around. I don't know if this is still happening. The $6 billion man with, again, Mark.
Donald Trump? No.
He's only worth $2.
Well, his dad gave him that $1 million loan.
Right, exactly. So I don't know if that will ever happen. I don't think it's. I mean, it definitely is.
So it's a rumor. It's not.
It was supposed to come out last year. I don't know if it was supposed to even been shot. I don't know anything more than 2017. But I'll find out. So I think definitely it's a movie that you can do a good parody on. But us being fans, we mock it anyway for the limited special effects.
It's too dated. You don't need to do that. Seriously.
Right, but then would you want to do a serious movie? Is there a reason to do a serious movie?
You don't need the fembots again. You got Westworld. You're fine. You don't need to do that.
Yeah. So, well, although that will be an interesting. They do the fembots with Steve, even though it's not really his. It's more by a
woman. Jamie Summers.
Right. So, I mean, at this point, is there any other franchises that are like, hey, let's do this one? Let's do a reboot of Alice and Mel. Still would flow. There's none. I think you pretty much have done the gambit of stuff. Not the gambit that he wants to be a movie of. On that note, let's move on. 2017, we have movies. We did the movies. We're going to do television real quick. We have Emerald City, which I'm actually really eager to see because Tarsem Singh, who did REM's Losing My Religion video, Jennifer Lopez to Sell. He's a very stylized director, and he's doing Emerald City, which is another retelling of Wizard of Oz, which, if you've seen Sci-Fi Channel's Tin Man, that's yes.
I've heard of it, haven't seen it. I own it.
Fantastic. I love that series a lot. So eager to see what they're going to do with Emerald City. Legion is going to be an X-Men series on the Fox channel coming in February. And then we have The Handmaid's Tale, which is going to be on Hulu, which I talked about a while ago. What's her name? Elizabeth Moss is going to be in there from that.
Elizabeth Moss, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that definitely is going to be high on my viewing.
What network again?
Hulu. Okay. So that's going to be there. It could be there.
You're right, I guess.
Or we can find stuff. The other is going to be, of course, Star Trek Discovery coming out in May.
Tell me about that, Monty. What do you know about that? I need an update on that. You said the one from Walking Dead's going to be on that?
Right.
And Michelle Yeoh as security?
No, she's captain of another ship. But
she's doing a cameo.
I don't know.
We don't know anything.
We don't know anything.
You're flying in a comm badge. That's great. Okay.
This is kind of basically flying in a comm badge.
That's what it is.
I know. But basically, it looks like they're going to be talking about the Klingon Earth War or Federation War.
The Klingons are on the starboard bow.
It's life as we know it, Captain. I know. So we'll see how it develops, but definitely I will be talking about that as time goes along. And if you remember, first episode, free. Rest of the series, pay for it. Oh, I'm sorry. This is terrible. Shut the fuck up, pussy. Pussy galore. Octopussy. All right, so we have two to be announced series. Twin Peaks coming back after 25 years.
Are the cast still with us?
Yeah, pretty much. The only one who was not the log lady had died. The one who found Laura Palmer's body had also died. I forgot his name. He was the old man. Did you ever see the series?
No.
Okay. Well, then, talking to you about this is pointless. But that's
I just like to talk to people. Keep going.
But that definitely is.
Dan Ross. I don't have any money. I just like to talk to people.
Oh, Jesus. And then we have American Gods, which is basically done by Neil Gaiman's book, and it's being adapted by Brian Fuller, who is also producing Star Trek Discovery. Do you really have any interest in that?
No, no.
I mean, I watched a couple episodes when it was just regular television.
Not. God, no.
There was no reason to come back.
No.
Or to have more seasons.
No.
All right. A couple of things, cons that I'm looking forward to, whether I'm going to be in person or just reporting. Hologram.
Gene, how's it going there? Well, it's great. There's a girl in a cosplay costume. That's awesome.
What?
She's been wearing the same costume for 3 days, and she kind of smells funny, but what are you going to do?
Well, she smells like a monkey. Well, she needs to shave her carpet. Like, whatever. All right, so we have Star Wars Celebration, which I talked about in the last podcast. So if you're going to be in Orlando, April 15th through the 17th, maybe you can go, Gene. You might.
Well, that is a big freaking place.
Yes, it is. It's a big, whatever.
Where is it going to? I don't understand anything about.
I'm assuming it's going to be in the same location like they do from MegaCon.
Convention Center.
Right.
Like the convention center.
It might be the new one. It might be the old one. It might be both.
Something new, something old, something
Blue, something brown.
Thank you.
All right, we have E3 coming out in June. So that's all about gaming, which I talked about last year, and hopefully I will get more coverage than I did last time, and more timely coverage. Comic-Con coming out in July 20th or the 23rd. And I talked about this last year. I was all set to do multiple episodes, and time is pain in the ass. It gets away from you. So, again, I had no one else to rely on to do these podcastings with me. Yeah. And then we have Dragon Con, and that's September 1st through the 4th. That one,
weekend.
that's what I'm hoping to go in person.
Have you ever been to Dragon Contest?
No. But I'm hoping to go, and of course, if you listen to the show, I'm part of the ESO network, and I'll get to meet, hopefully, the other members of this network.
Oh, you're the guy on there.
You're that one guy we don't know about. So, aside from that, we'll be talking about movies in just a bit. So, let's take a pause, and we'll be right back. How many times are we going to do this? I give you my password, you keep forgetting it.
I don't forget it.
I sent it to you on your phone.
I know,
but
that was months ago.
Oh, jeez. All right, so we are back, and before we get started on our movies that we liked and did not like in 2016, we forgot to mention, after Blade Runner 2049 is Kingsman, The Golden Circle, which is also coming out. This is the sequel to the first one, which we loved.
Did love that.
Which Matthew Vaughn is coming back to do this.
Is that a mistake? You don't like it when they come back?
I don't, not so much that now. Now the fact to bring back a dead character, Colin Firth. So how that's going to happen, I don't know. Zombie Colin Firth. Damn it. Zombie maketh man.
Good, like that.
Thank you. Off the top of my head. Which I have nothing there anymore.
Right.
Thank you, sir. All right, so to be honest, the movies that we saw versus what we liked and did not like, I have one movie I didn't like, And that was, and we'll probably do it a weird way. We're not going to do it in order, but Ghostbusters. I didn't care for Ghostbusters. I was very let down. Paul Feige, who is fantastic with other movies like Spy. I love Spy. I laughed greatly with Spy. Melissa McCarthy is stellar. But in this movie, it falls flat on every level. It's not funny. It's ridiculous with the kind of setup that I had in my head with the trailer. 30 years ago, 4 scientists, blah, 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 4 monsters, whatever. And then now we have a new batch. Nowhere in the movie does it make any reference to the old gang other than their cameos, and very painful to watch. But Harold Ramis was there in the bust, so actually everyone is in there, so to speak. Rick Moranis, which he was the smart one. And I was like, you know what? I'm good.
I'm not going to be in that train wreck.
Yeah, exactly. So that was my thing. That was my only negative movie of the year. Again, I didn't see a whole of a lot. But that was one of them. Whereas you, Gene, you have a shitload more of hating movies.
I want to be impressed.
Okay. Well, what's the least to worst of the bad?
My least favorite movie this year,
yeah,
sadly, was Superman versus Batman: Dawn of Justice.
All right, I got to end the podcast right now. We don't start with that crap. Really?
No redeeming qualities. Boring, lecturing, heavy-handed, not entertaining, not amusing, not my Superman, not my Batman.
So you don't like it?
I wanted to. Okay, I really did. It's just I don't know if adventure movies or superhero movies, the direction that DC's under.
I think the problem.
I mean, look, I saw Man of Steel again. Okay,
right,
and
that was
my opinion on Man of Steel.
That's the one.
Man of Steel isn't bad.
That's the sticking point. That was the sticking point.
And the disaster point at the end.
Yeah, too much.
Fine, but fine. But Batman versus Superman: Dawn of Justice just god awful. The only redeeming quality of that. Batfleck was okay. He was fine.
Right.
Although I don't know why you had to suddenly go into do this weird Abercrombie and Fitch muscle workout thing where you're pulling tires and all that.
He's Rocky.
I know, but it didn't make sense to me. And
Wonder Woman.
Wonder Woman. Yeah, that's it. That's the only reason I didn't just get up and throw it into the fire.
Okay.
It just narratively doesn't hold up. For me, it's so dark.
Again, you haven't seen the unrated version, so that may change.
Those extra 45 minutes in the rated R thing is going to help me so much. By the way, I saw The Killing Joke. That was god awful also.
Which I haven't seen.
Oh, God.
And I don't know if I should even bother.
Don't. Okay. It will betray everything that you enjoyed about the original.
Okay.
But you got to watch it anyway. You got to try it,
Got to catch them all. Oh, wait, the wrong show. All right.
You played that game. I don't. Didn't like that. Suicide Squad was okay, but not my favorite. And Warcraft was also pretty bad, I thought.
You saw Warcraft?
I did.
Why the hell did you see Warcraft?
I don't know.
You don't even play the damn game.
It was in the library. It was free. I just watched
It's already out in the library?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, shit.
And Broward.
Oh, Broward. That's why. I was about to say. Okay.
But, yeah, they were just underwhelming.
But you liked Suicide Squad when we watched it.
It was all right, but it's still... Okay, if Superman completely went insane and killed the president, this isn't that. These superpower beings could also do nothing against him except become cannon fodder. I just underwhelmed.
Not just whelmed. Just under.
Just underwhelmed.
Okay. Okay. Warcraft. Warcraft. I can. Well, not yet.
Okay, sorry.
Well, Warcraft. Yeah, I can get that. Because again,
it's too big. Your universe was huge, but the funny thing is at the end they start going really dark and just knocking off characters. You're like, all right, I didn't see that coming. That was the main character. Okay, fine.
But the problem lies is that when we looked at Assassin's Creed poster outside the movie theater, there's no decent video adaptation of the game into a movie. Toys make a better property than games. So
you're talking about the Transformer franchise and the G.I. Joe franchise?
You're right. The toys work better for somehow. They just do a better job. I don't know. Even Legos is, again, a toy made into an incredible movie. But any movie that's a video game has a problem crossing over. So I don't know why, but that's a whole other podcast to talk about in the future. So what's your next
Oh, that's all I got really for movies I didn't enjoy too much
Okay.
from 2016.
So what was the out of the whole thing? What was the most?
The one that I did not enjoy the most was Batman vs Superman.
Okay.
Sorry. But I'm telling my opinion, which you're going to delete from this anyway, so it's okay.
Right. You're right.
Great.
I'm going to edit everything. I love Batman. All right. Well, with my favorite, starting with number 10, mine was X-Men Apocalypse. And we talked about that briefly. It's like, what the hell did you like about it? Well, Olivia Munn. Not that, again, she was in it a whole lot, but my God, I just love what she did just for the brief moments that she was on there.
Wouldn't you like Magic Mike more than that? Because she's topless in that. I mean,
She was a lot, maybe a second more here. I mean, I have a mad crush for Olivia.
That's fine. If that's going to subject your opinion about movies, that's fine. I have no problem with that. You're not really a journalist in that, or
that's right. I'm not a journalist, so duh.
You're a podcast.
All right. So what's yours?
My number 10 is Suicide Squad. Even though I didn't like it, it still makes my list. I didn't see that many movies this year.
Okay. So
it was all right. It was all right. It was,
But what was it that made it okay for you in this sense? Just the cast, or just like?
I think overall the plot was okay. It wasn't
Okay.
great. There were errors like, wait, the helicopter crash looks really fake.
Right.
And it's basically Margot Robbie's and Will Smith's movie. And
right. Everyone else is just playing along.
Right. And no, Amanda Waller was great.
Yes.
And her ruthlessness was good. It was fine, but it was a summer movie. It's fine.
Right. Okay. Moving on up, Captain America: Civil War.
You're number 9?
It actually moved up because I just watched Captain America just the other day. Because I checked out Ant-Man the night before, and then it was on Netflix the next day. So I'm like,
yeah, which is cool.
right.
Civil War's on Netflix. That's awesome.
So I'm like, all right, fine. So I watched it, and I was more excited about Tom Holland.
Yeah, it's Spider-Man.
It's Spider-Man.
It's Spider-Man. He
Right.
makes an Empire Strikes Back joke. That's awesome.
So that sequence was fantastic. So I was like, not as harsh as it was in the very beginning. I still feel not as... I still liked Winter Soldier a lot more just because of the fallout with Hydra. I think that was a better implication because of it led into Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Whereas this, okay, so Iron Man and Captain America are no longer friends. Okay, boo-hoo. So...
You won't see them till the Infinity War.
I know.
It doesn't matter.
Right, so to me, it doesn't have an implication about the rest of the universe of Marvel coming up with their movies. So that's why I'm not liking it as much as I did with, again, Winter Soldier. Even though it's done by the Russo brothers, I thought, man, this really, like you said, we made up for Avengers 2.
It did. It healed my wounds.
Because I'm like, that's how you do a multicast.
But I was surprised with that. I thought Joss Whedon could do no wrong. And
right.
Evidently, he had problems with the studio. They were like, no, you want to do that scene, you got to delete these things and throw this in.
Right.
He's like, okay, I'll do that, but then I got to throw in the Hawkeye's farm.
Yeah.
And it was just really unpleasant.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, even his commentary at the end, he's like, and I'm done. Wow, okay. That's cold.
But again, it's still a good movie. Not one of my favorites all time, but again, it's high on the list.
You can watch it.
Right, exactly. It's not Thor 2 bad that I'm like, why am I doing this again?
Oh,
and
but
again.
Is Doctor Into Darkness bad?
No, I don't do that shit. Because I know as soon as my name is Khan, I'm like, that's it. Stop the movie.
What would you do for your family? No! How many torpedoes are there? Damn it!
Stop right there. Don't do any more. So, what's yours?
My number 9 is X-Men Apocalypse.
Okay. So, again, we're not that far apart with our decisions.
Just on different spectrums.
Different spectrums for different reasons, and that's fine. So, anything outstanding?
It was fine. I don't mind good storytelling. It wasn't great, but it was fine. The idea is you're so familiar with the universe, and you're
Right.
rooting for. You really want to win. Again, I did want Batman and Superman to win. Just too heavy-handed for me. Not entertaining. Too lectury. Too dark. Too dark. I can't believe I'm saying that. I usually like dark things.
Right.
But to have Batman killing people, Yeah.
Again, it's a different Batman.
I know. Anyway, so yes, X-Men Apocalypse is my number 9.
Okay. My number 8 is 10 Cloverfield Lane. A big surprise, just because if you are looking to see where does this movie take place in that Cloverfield movie that came out a couple years ago, you're not going to know that answer until the very end. And it makes sense for the character. So if you look at the whole drama itself, it's a good drama piece. So forget about the whole what happens outside. The whole interior, her being captive by John Goodman, very compelling, very cheap to make, and it made a buttload of money. So
it was a very small film.
Right, exactly. So one of these things is that we love big pictures, and this is something that happened with Deadpool, is that Deadpool was made for very little, and what the split between Ryan Reynolds and the director, I forgot what it was, that the director wanted to do a bigger budget, and Ryan wants to stick with what they had. And I think that's a better approach, because you can be more creative that way, and work at making things work better creatively, than saying, I have all the money, I can do whatever I want. But then you have to take in so much more money to recoup all that cost. So I think that's what makes that franchise, hopefully it's going to be a franchise, is going to continue in 2017. So that's my 2 points.
My number 8 is The Secret Life of Pets.
Really?
I like children's films.
I know. I didn't know when he saw that. It's like, well, I wasn't invited. It's
good.
Okay, I believe you.
It's from the Illumination people, the people that did the Minions movie, and did Sin, which I haven't seen yet, but it's entertaining. It's fine. It's a different direction it's doing. So
okay, so I'll definitely look into that for myself when I'm bored. I got nothing.
You got kids. You're watching.
All right, so number 7 is Doctor Strange. Very happy with Doctor Strange. Again, not an easy property that I thought would work because of the whole magic aspect. But again, you had a great cast, great special effects, and then we saw it in 3D, which I think if you have not watched it, of course it's going to be a little late now, but it really added a whole texture.
A different dimension?
An extra dimension.
Ooh.
That went deep beyond your mind. So, again, a lot of fun to watch this movie, even though it's not heavy-handed with all the stuff that I was worried about from the comics, where he's very deep and very wordy with his speech.
Here, they don't cast spells like they do in
the
comic books.
Right. So it's the Doctor Strange from the animated series movie that I love. So it's kind of keeping that vein, and is very well paced throughout. So that's my number 7.
This is like Battleship. E5.
You suck my movie.
My number 7 is Deadpool.
Okay, good choice.
I like Deadpool. It was fine. I enjoyed it. It was one of the more pleasant experiences I've had this year in the movie theater. I like the fourth wall thing. I like the way it didn't take itself too seriously. Mm-hmm. It was fun. It was jovial. Third act could have done something else, but yeah, it's fine. I like the fact that it was definitely one of those movies that you don't think about it, just have a good time.
Right.
Don't think about the dramas, the things that don't make sense. Just enjoy it. It's fun. They're trying to entertain you.
And it's rated R, for God's sakes.
I knew it. You get to see Miranda Baccarin. Never mind.
I don't remember. I saw Ryan's butt. I didn't want to see that.
Sorry.
So
you got to see some class, but that's not relevant to me anyway. Just I enjoyed it.
Yeah, cool. All right, so number 6 for me was Suicide Squad. Again, being a big DC fan, this movie really kind of helped make the turn for DC to become a better movie-making franchise because, again, Batman vs. Superman was very dark, very humorless, whereas this movie, Harley Quinn really steals the damn movie
she runs away with it and just like...
all by herself.
And Will Smith's like, no, wait, my movie too.
Oh, hell no! But it's so much fun, and I have to own it very soon. I didn't tell anyone I wanted for Christmas, so hence why I didn't get it for Christmas. So, but I have to reward myself for that.
You gotta sit on Santa's lap and tell him what you want, otherwise.
Last time he touched that.
No.
Oh. That's why he's in Sing Sing Gang 5 to 10 years. Thank you. All right, what's your number 6?
My number 6 is Cobra with the Two Strings.
Okay.
That movie, an animation, a little underwhelming, a little slow with the storytelling, but just amazing animation. Mm-hmm. Very impressive. The story holds together really well. It's about family in the end. And
right.
It really touched a soft spot in my heart. It really just, I cried a lot.
Right.
I was having difficulty with my family in similar veins, but it really is a heartwarming film, I think.
Right. You saw it in the theaters? Not on theaters?
I saw it in the theater.
I
did.
Okay.
I did. I heard good reviews and I went, let's go see this. It's not going to be out very long. And it wasn't.
Right. Exactly.
Straight to DVD.
Right. So it's on Redbox already?
2 weeks already? What, 2 months? That's great. Okay.
Right. Exactly. My number 5 is Batman versus Superman. Well, it would have been much higher, but what makes it more appealing to me was that we finally get these two great characters finally together. It didn't work for a lot of people. I know my cousin Ralph is like, oh, you're going to love this shit. That's your kind of thing, isn't it? And I'm like,
Misery.
It is. Believe it or not, I like...
Rooting Superman. Yeah, take that.
And that's the other thing people are saying, all Batman does and all Superman does is they brood at TV, they stare at things. I'm like, so did Captain America when that whole thing happened in Civil War in the very beginning where Scarlet Witch threw the guy crossbow, right, and killed a lot more people, and people were watching the news and they were so that's what happens, and it's the exact same thing that happened in Superman and Batman. But what I liked about it, even in the updated extended version, was that there was such a build-up between these two characters that I was more than happy to overlook a lot of things.
Why do you say that name?
And one of them is, Jesse Eisenberg, who is a talented actor.
Sure, just not necessarily fit for this role.
Right. It starts off great, but then he gets progressively worse with...
He's the Joker. He's not Lex Luthor. You could have just done the Joker, but it's not Batman's movie. You already have the Joker coming out later on with Suicide Squad. You can't do that. It's like, what were you trying to do here?
But
and Lois Lane, the use of Lois Lane in this movie. Oh, Superman's hurt. Let me take the Kryptonite Spear and throw it away. Oh, wait, we need that. Now let's go back. I'm like, oh my God, please stop with this. And things that don't make sense. Like, all right, Superman, you take the Kryptonite Spear because you're an idiot. And you're going to ram it into Doomsday because even though Wonder Woman's immune to this stuff, she's busy doing things.
Look, fault and all. Fault and all.
No, movies have to make logical sense.
In your world, yes.
Okay,
but
in my world.
In your own
And
world.
you killed Superman after just 2 movies? You have to earn death.
I know. And this is why I argue the point that when we get Justice League, when he is resurrected, and the Gods Among Us storyline happens, which that's what they're aiming to.
They're doing the Injustice move. They're doing the Injustice video game.
Right.
That's Lois. Lois is the king.
I know. So if they get to that point, the fact that death is off the table, you cannot kill this guy. Death is off the table. That to me raises up the stake. How can this work down the road when he becomes the bad guy? In which, if that happens, that's great. But how can you kill something that cannot be killed?
But the problem I have with that, though, is that's not mainstream DC universe. That's an Elseworld tale.
That's fine. I don't care. I love Elseworld tales.
I do too. Don't get me wrong. But to spend millions of dollars to do an Elseworld tale when you have these iconic characters for the first time on screen together in Batman vs. Superman. Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman. And you wasted it. Everyone wanted the whole... They pitched it at the con 2 years ago as, Dark Knight Returns. You had them fighting for 7 minutes, Monty, and it wasn't even a great 7 minutes.
Look, you like any good...
I don't want to argue. This is
like any good action, you don't blow your wad very easily. You make sure you can at least stay through a couple of minutes. And you
think about baseball.
No, the thing is, if it was all about the fighting, all throughout the whole movie, it ruins the impact of the initial fight. So you wait, They have conflicts, they meet, and things happen, and then there's that payoff. It doesn't have to be for 20 minutes or a half an hour or anything longer than that. It was appropriate for me to have what they did and feel justified and feel the anger that Batman felt towards Superman and so forth. I was fine with that on that level. Just like people complain about, well, Gareth Edwards did Rogue One, did Godzilla. Godzilla's hardly in the damn movie. Well, if you watch any Godzilla movies, he's always going to be sporadic throughout the whole movie, and then the last 20 minutes, that's where you get a Godzilla fighting.
Okay, but one of my main problems with Batman vs Superman is this, sir. It's the same idea of why you hate when the Teen Titans go versus the Justice League. There's always a misunderstanding.
Right.
They're brainwashed. They're controlled by some alien parasite bullshit. This was Superman blackmailed by Lex Luthor. Don't tell him. I'll kill your mom. Huh? Oh, I have to beat up Batman now. And I like the way he starts to talk like, listen, we have a problem. Batman's so angry, and it's just
and that's what works. That's what works for me.
You hate that.
But no. It's I can't.
You normally hate that. I
No.
on the podcast when you say you hate that.
No, I hate that because then they don't go at it. They don't.
Right, they're holding back or
right,
what have you.
But
right.
they go at it. Superman's like, you know what? I was nice.
Yeah, I tried to talk to you. But God, I killed that guy. The whole freaking Senate blew up. That judge, and I don't know where I flew off to. I just disappeared.
I'm done. I'm going to kick your ass now. And he does. And then
if you wanted, I could be dead now.
Right. So that's that kind of level. That's how it works for me. So that's the kind of satisfaction I get out of it. So that's why it's that high on the list for me. So moving on.
Yes, moving on.
What's your number 5?
My number 5 is Doctor Strange.
Okay.
I like Doctor Strange. I was really impressed with Doctor Strange. Again, didn't know if it was going to work. Nervous for Benedict Cumberbatch. I mean, you're freaking Sherlock. You're an Oscar-nominated actor. You're amazing. You can do no wrong. Now you're doing Doctor Strange.
With an American accent.
Yeah, I was a little worried, gotta admit, but it's fine. And I look forward. Look, your movie was fine. I look so forward to the expansion of this. You know, Paul Rudd in Ant-Man, we're like, I don't know, he's a comedian. I'm not sure that's going to work. It worked fine.
He pulled it off perfectly.
And it can't, it's a juggernaut. It's going to misstep. You know, it's got to misstep at some point.
Right.
But it doesn't matter. It's got so much momentum. Mm-hmm. Every Marvel movie that comes out, people go see. You know, Ant-Man and Doctor Strange, fine, maybe a little bit slow in the performance, but no one knew who it was. And yet the big surprise, Guardians of the Galaxy.
Right.
Didn't know anything about that. I'm a comic book reader. I didn't know very much about that because it's just a weird niche genre thing. Just a weird team. Loved it. Very happy. And hopefully James Gunn's Volume 2 will be awesome. But, yeah, Doctor Strange. Yeah. Liked it.
Plus, the
Dormammu.
I came here to negotiate. But the whole magic aspect. Like, each movie sets up a certain aspect that we haven't seen before. Guardians is dealing with space, and Doctor Strange is dealing with the whole magic aspect. So that's something in which it's setting up the whole universe down the road for the Infinity War, which that's going to be incredible to see.
I really hope they pull it off well. I mean, I'm like years in the making, like, yeah, we're going to go $1 billion from the budget. Like, $1 billion? How the? Look at how many people we have.
Right. 2 movies.
It's going to be amazing. Happy.
It better be amazing.
Better be. Yeah. Spider-Man. No, not like that. No.
No. All right, so my number 4 is Deadpool, a rated R movie. That, to me...
More amusing than Blade.
Well, again, it wasn't the first rated R movie. Like I said, Blade was
the first Marvel, I think, rated R movie.
But again, it wasn't part of the whole franchise. No one thought about making this a whole universe.
New Line. Who's New Line? oh, I get it. Lord of the Rings. Okay, that's good.
But, man, what a lot of fun this was. And really... kind of spoiled it for Batman vs. Superman and Captain America. Because everything that he talked about, like, oh, wait for the superhero landing, you watch the other movies and like, there it is. But you're like, you're not Deadpool. But it was just a lot of fun to watch this. And I even allowed my 15-year-old daughter to watch it, being an R-rated movie.
You were there? Your parents
No, I wasn't there. I let her go.
Oh. Okay,
so, because it would have been uncomfortable with Ryan Reynolds getting pegged by, Morena. When they were at the beginning of a relationship. It's like, this is like, oh, you have to go so deep? Well, whatever. But still, a lot of fun. And I can't complain with the fact that Colossus remained CG all the way through.
I was like, wait, he's eating cereal. He can't eat cereal when he's in his metal. Okay, fine.
you
I'll
know,
let it go. It was fun.
so lots of fun, and I own it. So again, my wife is going to have to sit down with me and watch it. But my God, so much fun watching this movie. And Ryan finally gets the property that works for him, not R.I.P.D., not freaking Green Lantern.
Please don't make the costume green. Please. Or CGI. Or
Yeah, sorry. So what's your number 4?
my number 4 is Star Trek Beyond.
Yay!
Very impressed with that. I liked it. I saw it in 3D both times.
Yeah.
Really impressive. It was better in 3D because you could see the little different layers and stuff.
Yeah, having the Franklin flying around inside the space station was just like fucking amazing. I could not have been a better fan than seeing this movie finally live up to its name.
Life is feeling more episodic, which is brilliant. And so many Easter eggs in the movie, 50 aliens, halfway through the 5-year mission.
Right.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Just well done. And I love the cast. The cast is just perfect for me. And yet, sad to see that, Anton and Leonard are gone.
Yeah. I mean, Leonard is one thing, but that's to be expected. He's had a long career, and he's done now 3 of the last movies for Star Trek, so I'm like, okay, I'm okay with that. But with Anton, I don't think they should recast necessarily, but put in another character, just like, Chekhov was never part of the original series. He came in, I think, in
I
season
never
2.
forget the face. No, wait.
You don't know him. You don't know him.
You're going see now. Great. Good for you.
Maybe on Fantasy Island you do. But yeah, that was bullshit. So, all right, so let's move on to number 3 for me. It was
Top 3.
Was Kubo and the 2 strings. Again, I saw this on DVD. Unfortunately, did not see this in the big screen. I didn't finish it all the way through, but again, for what I saw, because of the whole origami aspect, which no one asked to get origami from me, that's okay.
We did this for us.
We did this for us. No one's listening anyway, so we're just doing this just for us. But
you can't stop the signal mafia. It's out there. Maybe aliens.
Fucking aliens. But Kubo was amazing. From what I saw, and the fact that they did origami in a stop-motion animation movie really was touching. So I really can't say enough other than I need to finish it. But just a little bit that I watched.
Sit there.
Oh, no.
Have some popcorn.
No.
Put glue on the seats. Put on some Depends. And just watch it all the way through.
Oh, it depends. Yeah. But again, just the little bit that I saw made it that high in the list for me. So high praise for that movie. So, all right. Yours is
number 3 is Captain America: Civil War.
Okay.
I liked it a lot.
I know.
I loved Paul Rudd's. You have any orange slices? That was great. It did it for me. It just brought everything full circle.
Right.
And I like the way that the heroes in this movie are flawed. I like the way that Vision's like, hey, is Wanda okay? No, Rhodey's gonna catch Rhodey. Or whatever. It was just fine.
Yeah.
Very happy with it.
Yeah. Again, Avengers 2.5. Can't complain. All right. So number 2 for me is Star Trek Beyond. It would have been,
redemption.
Yeah.
From behind.
From
Only took you 3 years.
Oh my God. And it was like my kids liked Into Darkness. They were okay with it. I'm like, God damn it! You have no idea what
Alice Eve in her underwear. No,
which was inappropriate.
I know. We
Very
don't know what we were
inappropriate.
thinking.
We're gonna put her in there for no apparent reason. Really? You knew what you're doing. And even I got offended with that. And I'm like, the perv here. So, but nonetheless, no J.J. Abrams. Big plus. Big plus.
Still lens flares.
A little bit, but there were certain shots that Justin Lin did that were freaking amazing. The camera angle from the neck of where the bridge or the sausage section connects to the rest of the body pulls out of the station.
Right. They're really fast, kind of zoom.
Right.
We're like, whee!
Going backwards. And I'm like, oh my God, that's fantastic.
And the way that the warp speed looks like the little bubble.
Oh,
like,
love
whee!
that. Oh, and then, of course, my favorite line, cut its neck or...
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're not prepared for this kind of engagement. What the fuck?
And it really gets destroyed. And I'm like, really? We're destroying the Enterprise again? I'm like, but it really works. It's not like, oh, we'll get another ship down the road, which they did. but it works in
we
the
stayed
story.
here for 2 years.
Right.
They built
But it worked.
a new place, a new civilization, to boldly, like that.
You know, we truffle by map. Whatever. So that was my number 2. So enough about that.
My number 2, I'm not sure if this is this year. Zootopia?
Yeah, it came out. It came out.
Zootopia was one of my all-time favorite. It was perfect.
Yeah.
It did racial segregation. It did
That much,
so
very much
much.
so. That took me by surprise. I didn't realize, like,
I was just really happy. It was clever.
Mhm.
It had Breaking Bad Easter eggs in it.
oh my God.
And it was just one of the most brilliant films I've seen. It was so colorful, so beautiful, different environments. Just blown away by that.
Right.
I know it came out in early 2016, I think, but
Yeah.
amazing.
My only regret is that one part of the trailer they kept repeating over and over again. The whole joke. What do you call a camel that's pregnant? Hysterical. I love that, but time I see the movie,
You've seen it too many
I've
times.
seen it too many times. And even though I love the whole issue with the species separation, which reminds me of Pleasantville,
Right.
and how the whole issue about people in color being
Right,
colorized.
with Joan Allen,
Right.
Wow,
And
Joan Allen.
Tobey Maguire. So that's definitely,
Reese Witherspoon, Don Knotts.
yeah. So things like that, I'm perfectly on board. But it just was not enough for me to kind of even make it on my list. I enjoyed it.
No.
But-
It's a kid's film, but for me, it was an all-encompassing,
Yeah.
just beautiful film.
No, I agree. So, but still, nonetheless, I wish I didn't see that damn joke so much because it was really fucking
But
hysterical.
it was a great mystery.
It
And
is.
it took its time, and
No, it set up the whole,
you can
the
be
whole universe.
anything. It made me believe again, and just go
Yes,
there and do
Gene.
something.
You can be a bunny too, Gene.
Yeah, and have the rehearsal microwave meal and actual science.
All right, so we're getting our now number one. Star Wars Rogue One, or
Your number
Rogue
one?
One, a Star Wars
The
story.
Star Wars story. Yeah, that's my number 1 too. I can't say enough about this film,
Yeah, and again, we saw it just recently, so it's fresh in our minds.
and I don't think we're biased. I really enjoyed this movie a lot. It really pulled everything together for me.
Yeah. Gareth, who is one of my favorite amazing directors. Again, I saw him in Monsters. If you have not watched it, he did Godzilla last year, and he did a fantastic job. I did not think it would come together the way it did. I wasn't expecting people to be killed that much.
But spoilers.
Already spoiled it in the last podcast.
I can't believe it. I mean, the thing that for me is like, I want to know what the original version of this movie looked like that I will never know.
Right.
Because so much of that trailer and the teaser trailer, you're like, wait, that's not in the movie. That's not in there. What will you become? What will you do when they break you? That's not in the.
Lots of things.
I rebel. Yeah, none of this stuff. Like, where is that? And
Right.
it's fine. We're never going to get that. I mean,
If anything, the DVDs will have the deleted scenes,
I-
hopefully. Because that definitely
40% reshoots. I don't think you're going to get that movie. This didn't work because I'm an idiot and I
Yeah.
just tried to know.
But man, how many times we were like, that's a high ratio for that to happen. To have almost half your movie be like, let's just cut it out and just redo this.
But it's fine. But the writing with that, I'm forgetting the names. I do apologize to the writers.
I said Tony Gilroy?
I know they had
Yeah.
some guy like, okay, we'll give you $100,000 to do reshoots. He's there for 5 weeks to get
Yeah.
$5 million.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's like, all right, so you fixed this movie, and you extensively rewrote the third act, which is what everyone's going to be talking about.
Right.
Everyone loves the same thing. That from that minute, the last 10 minutes, in the minute the corridor goes dark,
Mm-hmm.
everyone loves that.
Right.
There's not a single person that there's like, no, I didn't like that. No, it's an adrenaline rush. The last 30 minutes, it's just a ride.
Right. So even when the heroes die on Scarif, that doesn't end the movie. There's still a
No,
whole
it
sequence
doesn't.
that is beyond what happens. It's tragic what happens on Scarif. But what happens on the ship above Scarif, that's what's amazing. I mean, Vader is redeemed beyond redemption because he is a badass. For those, again, making that count. If I saw Vader battling all that the whole movie, it would have been a bore.
He's in the movie for less than 10 minutes.
Right, but it's memorable. That's what's counting to me, and I love that. The fact that it's all black, and you hear the breathing, and then all of a sudden the lightsaber gets on. I'm like, oh shit! And then the door doesn't work, and the guy's freaking out. It's like, get me out of here!
Come on, just take it. Just take it.
And it's, it slides right through the door. So, yeah, it's very bittersweet now, the fact that, we lost Carrie Fisher. And again, we'll see her again next year, or actually this year, 2017.
I really hope that if she is in episode 9, which I don't see why she wouldn't be in it, that they finish her story. Because the character Princess Leia is the icons back in the 70s that started, female heroism, the idea of independence, that you can do anything. A strong, independent heroine. From the beginning, you've got to finish your story, please. And I feel so terrible in a weird way of saying it, because it's so recent. The wound is still so fresh.
Right.
But I really hope that. Do we know who's doing episode 9?
Ryan Reynolds. Ryan. Rian Reynolds. He did Looper.
Okay. I hope he has the courage to finish it. If that
well,
was the plan.
he did 8, and 8's already done.
Right.
She's done with
I know.
But
it's in the can.
but whatever. But how it happens for 9, who knows?
I hope they don't get cold feet. Like, no, we can't do this. No, you can't.
Or at least acknowledge what happened to the character. I don't want to see a CGI Princess Leia.
I don't mind
general.
CGI. It was fine with Grand Admiral Tarkin,
which was a lot better the second time around.
Right, but the problem with this is how much off do we have with Carrie Fisher? How much?
Yeah.
But you've got 2 years. You've got 2-3 years.
That technology could work better, even better, because you look from Tron Legacy and you look at the character of Clue, which is again not a bad start. I mean, it was amazing
to start.
So to make it onto where you see where Governor Moff Tarkin, amazing.
He's really in the movie a lot. I'm like,
more so
wow,
in New Hope, right? So that's where I'm like, you could get away with it if need be.
If it's in the original plans,
right? Or just say she got killed.
No,
which is a cop out.
But again, Rogue One, so impressive.
Right.
Blew me away. Dark, mean, and complete in its own self-sufficient, self-sealing. Just wonderful.
Yeah, I mean, it is Return of the Jedi and Empire combined. It's not New Hope because there's not a person that I want to be like Luke and follow my adventures along. But the last 2 movies are combined in Rogue One.
But the funny thing to me about Rogue One is this. Like, with Revenge of the Sith, we knew what was going to happen. We knew the Jedis had to die. We knew that Anakin had to become Darth Vader. They had all these holes to fill. And that's why I didn't like Revenge of the Sith, by the way. It's just like, and then this happens. Okay, Order 66. Well, that's really convenient. I hated that. But with this, it's like, are they going to make it?
Right.
You went the first time, you're like, you have no idea. All you know is a Star Wars movie that takes place in different subtropical locations that you've never seen before.
Right. So you're thinking 1 or 2 people,
maybe,
at least.
Sure.
That's how it ends. It's a Disney movie. It's not going to be a Debbie Downer. It's a Debbie Downer.
But it's not a Debbie Downer.
I know, but it ends on hope. I know. Hope.
But stop saying that, for God's sakes. Rebellions are run on hope. God, stop saying that word.
But again, and I haven't done it yet, but when we watch A New Hope, it should add...
It should right into it.
Right.
Princess Leia was free for like an hour. and then this shit happened.
So, and I forgot to mention it in the last podcast, and I wanted to include this, but if you are a fan of Star Wars, and as old as we are...
Tell us all this comment. Some is almost wrong. Even these. Yeah, go ahead, son.
I will kill you. With a rose. With the West Wing. The NPR did the radio plays for Star Wars.
I remember having the cassettes.
Right. So, now in the age of the internet, the archive internet sites, you can look it up, and it's free. You can listen to it right now. Volume 2, or Episode 2, in which is the behind the scenes, or the story that leads up to how how Princess Leia gets the plans for the Death Star. It's completely different. It's all made up. It has nothing to do with
like Splinter of Mind's Eye?
No. No, because Brian Daley, who wrote other Star Wars books, had to fill in the gap because they had to fill in how Princess Leia got there. So this whole story is kind of like what their version of Rogue One would have been, except that it's not that good. But it's interesting enough to listen to. So again, you go to internet.org or archive.org, and you can download and you can listen to the whole series.
The links are below.
Oh, we'll see. Google it.
God, really?
Really, still with the Doctor Who joke.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm glad again. Every year we've come to almost the same conclusion with our top picks being Star Wars, or previous years our top movies are being exactly the same. Like our top favorites, like Gravity, we did one year, which I have yet to see Gravity again, and I need to watch it again. Yeah, have you? And even worse, Gene, it's still sealed. So that's how bad
I
things are.
never opened my DVDs.
Yeah, and then you want to see this? Yeah, sure. And I still don't get to watch it. So go figure.
In that time, 24 hours a day, Monty.
Yeah, well, that's got to change. So, being that it's 2017, I am working on a new logo for the Monster Sci-Fi
The colors,
Show.
Monty, the colors.
So, it's still a work in progress, and I'm trying to move it to the point where it's printable. I can do business cards. I can put it on T-shirts. You know, jazz it up. I'm tired of looking at my face with that thing in my hair.
I like that, though.
I know, but it's time to update the stuff.
And it kind of looks, your logo kind of looks like the Game Center logo on my iPhone.
No, stop that crap. So, so one of the things also, again, I got new equipment to update the podcast. So hopefully what you're hearing is a much better quality. The fact that we're not hunched over one microphone is a big thing on my back that I don't have to like hunch over. So I have room for 2 extra mics. I can have more people join us, and we do Skype. So things can only get better. So
Whoa.
Thank you.
Do you feel that's Howard Jones, I think?
No, you're right. Howard Jones. I was thinking Thomas Dolby, Juice Newton. Forget it. I was combining as many
Your
things.
heart's what?
Right. So, being again, I mentioned this is episode 99 of the Monster Sci-Fi Show podcast. Episode 100 will be released sometime in January. I don't know the time frame because it's still in development, but I put this out there to find out what we should do. And the best advice was do a type of show we haven't done before. That's something that you've always wanted to do. And what we have always wanted to do was to do an actual film commentary. So, unfortunately, that movie is Star Trek V that I've chosen. But I've chosen that for a reason because there's a boatload of information that I
like your pain? That's fine.
Yeah, and it really ties into a certain point in my life, and I know a hell of a lot more about that movie than most of all the other Star Trek movies that I've seen to date. So I figured it's an easy movie to get into. It's not a great movie, so if you're watching it, you're not going to care of what's being said, except for hopefully what's being said by us that you'll find interesting. So that will be for episode 100, again, later on in January. So come February, I'm still going to continue doing the sci-fi news, and I'm looking to be a little bit more regular on my delivery, meaning...
Talk more fiber?
Fiber.
Fiber. That guy gets it.
Lips on a sticks get it. And I'm trying to do it on Fridays. Since I have a Friday schedule on and off every other week, sometime during that day or at night, it will be done and released that same day. So sci-fi news is something I can manage. Again, I picked 3 topics during the week that are of big interest to me. And, 20, 30 minutes, not that long. I do it easy peasy. But from that point on, as we talked about in 2017, Gene and I will continue doing a lot of these movie reviews. So that will be sporadic throughout the whole year. So that's going to be in addition to the sci-fi news. Plus, I'm also looking to get additional guests. As I mentioned in the last podcast, Jennifer from Earth Station MCU agreed to be on my show. What the topic will be, I have no idea, but still, I want to reach out to different people. I've been listening to DC TV podcasts which is really good stuff because Gene doesn't watch as much of the TV side of DC. You don't watch Arrow because he's still behind, and Flash and Legends and Supergirl. So they're the only people that I know that like, oh my god, I like what they're saying because I can only listen. But like, I can't share this with you because
I like Supergirl. It'll take me too long to catch up.
Right, exactly. So we'll see. I would love to get them on the show because, well, again, I've been doing mid-season finales and finales for
I
the
listen
season.
to it. Even though I cannot be there sometimes, I'm listening to it.
Right.
Not happy.
So there's no way I can do every week episode reviews. That's way too much work for me. But at least I'll try to do something like that, which is a bunch of shows, and put it into those grand shows like I just mentioned. The other thing that I want to do is, again, I did this with Thor 2, and I've done this too many times, watching movies that I've hated. And I don't know why I keep doing this, but it's a rewatch segment in which I'm rewatching movies for a reason. What is it that I don't like about it? Is there anything that's freaking redeeming, or why you should even watch it? So that first movie is going to be The Green Lantern with Ryan Reynolds.
You go on that journey alone.
That's okay, but the reason why I'm looking at this again is because of Greg Berlanti, who does all the DC stuff for the CW. So why is it that this is the beginning of his career and didn't work, but everything else did? That's what I want to find out. So that's when I'm trying to stick in my head.
Email him, perhaps.
I could email him. That might be an option.
So what the fuck happened? who did you have to sleep with to save your career?
And then on top of all of that, I want to do at least 2 different book club podcasts. The first one being Dune by Frank Herbert. And I'm not sure about the second one, or did I? No, I didn't. But I'm only going to do that twice. So the first book club is going to be sometime in June.
What about a Jasper Ford novel?
Fine. If it'll get you into the club, we'll do Jasper Ford.
Oh, no, I'm not going to shave my head.
No. No hair club for men. Thank you. No, but we'll do that. We'll do a Jasper Ford book, the first one. No, seriously, because because if you're going to read Dune, I have to read Jasper Ford. I think that's fair. All right.
Gotta read Dune.
All right. But you got until June. You got 6 fucking months to read Dune.
Okay, I can read it, but I'm not sure I'm going to understand it.
It's okay. That's the problem. It's a very big and dense novel. So if you want to get on the board, no, that'll be next year. That's too easy. So
it's good, smooth.
It's like diarrhea. All right, and then the other one is going to be kind of, I've always wanted to do this also, is kind of like versus movie podcasts. It's going to be the original movie versus the remake or the updated version. So in this case, I saw the Four Sticks movie with Trank, Josh Trank, who was the director, with Michael B. Jordan, Kara, whatever. The last Fantastic Four movie that sucked.
Kara
Kara Mara. Okay, her. She was in House of Cards, which I haven't seen.
Yes, she is.
Yes, I saw that picture.
You should see her.
I did for that reason. I looked it up because, I'm like, hey. And there she is.
And Ant-Man's villain is in that House of Cards, too.
Yeah. And then, so I'm going back to the Tim Story first version of Fantastic Four with Michael Chiklis, Jessica Alba.
That guy and the other guy.
And
Chris Evans.
Chris Evans. And I'm like, oh my God.
Ian McGruder.
Whatever
his name is.
Yeah.
I-O-N-C.
Whatever. And then top that with the Roger Corman version of the Fantastic Four that has never been released. So I think that will be a lot of fun to talk about. The Fantastic Four versus Fantastic Four versus Fantastic Four. So which is a better version? What was good about
this? Those are 4 movies, Monty.
Those are 3. I'm only going to do the first.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
So it's only 3 of them. Another one will be Old Boy. Old Boy's another classic.
Oh, that's going to be fun.
Yeah. And if you don't know Old Boy, I think it was a Korean film, a Korean director. The main thing that's really important about this is that there's a very famous fight scene that is long, it's uncut, one camera shot, and I think it's for a couple of minutes in Old Boy, the first one. Whereas
the parody of that in Robot Chicken?
No. Well, maybe, but then the remake by Spike Lee has it something like that, but it's over 2 floors. That's continuous. And then what's famous about all this is because Daredevil season 1 did the exact same thing. Right, did the exact same scene, but everyone is saying, "Oh, that's that famous scene from Daredevil." No, this is what's important about my Sci-Fi Show podcast. It's because
I'm going to show you your mistakes.
Right? No, I'm not showing you mistakes.
That's not the first Total Recall movie.
Right.
The Total Recall movie came out
right.
Not the freaking movie with Bryan Cranston, Colin, whatever.
You have to go back and understand the history. So this is not the first time that this shit has happened on Daredevil. Like, oh my God, they had this amazing shot. No, fucker. It came from here. Old Boy. So that's the difference between my podcast and others, is that I really go into finding out a lot more information that most people don't even do. So that's one other thing. And then lastly, the one that I've been wanting to do is King Kong, the original King Kong versus the 1976 King Kong. Jeff Bridges one, and then the recent one with Jack Black. So again, these are kind of things that
Jack Black is not. It's Adrian. What's his name? Who's the star of it? Jack Black's the supporting character.
Right, but it's
Naomi Watts and
Naomi Watts. Yeah.
And who's the guy?
The guy with the nose. That guy. He was in Predator.
Right. What's his name? I can't remember.
Oh, Adrian Brody.
I want to say that. Yeah.
Adrian Brody. Why could I forget that name? Because it has that meme song. Adrian Brody. Whatever. So again, I'm really looking at to do a lot more fun episodes, a lot more diverse episodes, not just me talking, and hopefully Gene will be with me a lot more often. Again, our schedules are really hard to get to. But again, even if that doesn't happen, there are other things that I'll be doing with other people or myself, and it still will go on. So again, I'm really excited about what's going to happen in 2017. Hopefully, even better stuff is going to be coming down the road, because I have a lot more capabilities. I'll be doing a lot more things with my podcast I haven't done before. So I'm pretty much happy the way things have ended for 2016.
Glad that the year is finally over. Thank God.
Yeah, we had the best year to date as far as the number of podcasts downloaded and people have listened. But again, I would love to hear from anyone.
We'll do origami for you.
For free. I'll mail it.
So eat the postage.
But honestly, ever since the Harry Potter event for the release of the Cursed Child book,
money grab?
Yeah, pretty much. I haven't been able to do any origami. I've been kind of burnt out. So, not that I don't want to do origami again. It was just like, that really did a number on me. I'm like, I'm good.
What's the only 2 strings?
Which maybe that will get me inspired.
Do the samurai.
Great, make a box. So, those are my plans that I'm hoping to do. Those are the movies I want to talk about coming this year, and movies to watch. Oh, did I talk about the movies? We haven't talked about Luke Cage, Season 2 coming out. Iron Fist coming out. We have...
The Defenders coming out.
The Defenders coming out.
Season 2 coming out.
Right, so we got a hell of a lot of movies and TV shows coming out that I'm like, over the moon. I mean, talk about... Forget the golden age. This is the silver age of television, because this is a shitload of stuff that is beyond what we can even keep up with. And I do a lot of TV, and I can't even keep up with this. But still, I will do my best. And hopefully, I'll try to do more writing in my blog, because that's another thing that I've been trying. But again, it's a matter of being religious with my writing. Hopefully that.
Gotta get back in the habit of it.
Yeah. So. All right, I'm pretty much done. After all that, I'm done. Well, any words? Parting words?
No, just a pleasure joining you. Happy 2017, everyone, and I hope it's a good one.
It better be a good one, despite what happened in 2016. So, again, you can email us at monsterscifishow@gmail.com. Twitter, you can find us on Facebook, all over the various social networks. So, thank you very much for listening to the Monster Sci-Fi Show. Sci-Fi. from a certain point of view. Good night.
This has been a broadcast of the ESO Network, your station for all things geek, classic, current, and beyond. Be part of the crew at ESONetwork.com.